Glad to meet you at last, old boy. Jolly nice of you to look me up like this, I must say.
Not at all, Professor. It's very nice to meet you. Oh, this is my assistant Marina, by the way.
You're delighted, I'm sure. Charming, charming.
And we're delighted you agreed to help us out with the randomizer today.
You bring it up and we'll have a look at it before lights out.
Oh, well, it's right here, actually. I mean, this is it.
A jolly good show.
Yes. So, if you would.
Oh, well, jolly good luck. Well, this is the day of reckoning. The proof of the pudding is in the eating and all that. What?
What? Oh, yes, well, as long as it's something good, I don't really mind what pudding we get. Printout.
What's the damage then, old boy?
Well, as puddings go, it's a pretty good one. We're joining new Captain Scarlet today for the Achilles messenger.
I say.
Come along, Marina. Oh, bye, Professor.
What an odd pair. Excitement too much for him, I suppose. Not used to it.
So, welcome back to new Captain Scarlet on the randomizer with the Achilles messenger. And we are starting in a very dark place indeed.
Captain Scarlet, serial number S700291160.
Scarlet, who has got a very long identification code, is
But believe me, you'll talk.
being interrogated
We're not even started with you yet, Scarlet.
by what looks like a chap in a Spectrum uniform and another guy who I'm sure I've seen as an extra on Cloudbase. But Skybase, I've done it again. I did that the last time I did New Captain Scarlet, didn't I, with
Serial number
Homecoming.
S00291160.
But a hint there that Scarlet isn't alone. Oh, he's been thrown roughly to the floor. But what's this? He's noticed a nail on the floor. Gonna save that for later. Never know when you might need a nail. And thrown into solitary confinement. So, yeah, yet another rather dark sequence for this this show that went out on Saturday morning kids slot in the middle of a great big custard pie fight that was Ministry of Mayhem. And now we've got to find a way to get out of this place.
Wake up, loser. I said wake up!
Ooh, he's a hard man. He called him a loser. And if you're interested in my technical problems from last week, I think they might be resolved now. I say hopefully. If you start to hear some screaming, that could either be me or the microphone going
Waiting for a good night kiss,
bad again.
princess.
ugh.
Your dreams, pal.
Yay, a bit of sexual intimidation.
Paul, what?
Because it's a family show thing, isn't it?
No time.
But, yep, Scarlet's escaped. Knocked out the guard, got into Destiny's cell because she was here too. Both of them look like they've been beaten around quite a bit. Yeah, it's good Saturday morning kiddie fare. But we're now escaping from this nice-looking house. Although with the sort of CGI element, it does rather remind me a bit of certain James Bond video games, sneaking around outside nice houses in the dark with a gun. And luckily,
So much for a quiet exit.
someone left a motorbike here. We'll have that. And I love that this episode opens with something in progress already that we are not, as viewers, we are not privy to. We don't know where Scarlet and Destiny are. We don't know why they are being tortured. We presume it's Mysterons, but there's one or two hints that say it wasn't. And it's just so wonderful with this show to see it being so daring that it can throw an opening like this at young viewers and just say, you know, if you're on board with this, great. If you're not on board with this, doesn't matter. We're doing this anyway. This motorbike chase, which, Scarlet and Destiny have eluded one of their two pursuers. We're now on a farm.
Hold on.
What else am I gonna do?
You could get off. Oh, they're gonna go up the ramp and jump over a farmhouse.
What do you think this is, a race course?
Ooh.
Guns? Well, how's this for a starting pistol?
Hey, is that the same guy who was the farmer in Instrument of Destruction Part 1? I think it might have been. Anyway, he's been scared off by our remaining pursuer. Oh no, he didn't get across the roof the same way Scarlet and Destiny did. He has fallen. So it looks like they're away and clear. Or are they? Again, with the CGI, you can see that really it's only the immediate area that's been rendered. The sort of hills and mountains in the distance, not quite there, but for the time, this is still exceptionally impressive stuff. Unfortunately, Scarlet and Destiny have been stopped by a lady in a rhino.
Captain Scarlet, what on earth do you think you're doing?
Escaping?
So we are at Castle Balmeath, Scotland, Spectrum Training Base.
Guys, in interrogation resistance, not evasion. You weren't supposed to escape.
So,
Supposed to stay in our cells and get beaten up.
I'm supposed to ask permission before I break out. Is that what you're saying?
Don't be facetious, Scarlet. I don't run this base for your amusement. Do you have any idea of the financial impact of your midnight joyride?
Your people got sloppy. I saw that nail on the floor the second they took me in there tonight. It's your people that need the training, Miss Winters.
You are aware
Wait, Scarlet and Destiny are just there to be tortured, essentially.
you are under psychological assessment.
I can...
Will be brought to Colonel White's attention.
I don't quite get that. I mean, I can see why why Scarlet would not volunteer, but would be okay with it.
3 days being starved, beaten, and sleeping on a stone floor.
Yeah.
All I care about right now is a bed with clean sheets.
Why would Destiny have to put up with that? I'm amazed Destiny came along, actually. Anyway, Scarlet's
Yes, what is it?
given up.
Tonight?
Oh no. Not tonight. Well, Miss Winters has now left the castle. Listening to some funky tunes on her car as she heads out into the darkness. And this is a nice close-ups of the car. I think they realised by this point that if you've got a nice vehicle, you can hold on it in the sort of exterior shots, and it doesn't matter so much about the distant things. The stuff in the foreground is really good. And there we go. Something happened there. She lost control of the car, crashed through a barrier, and she dead. She dead. And despite what I just said about the CGI being good, the water CGI is the car impacted and splashed everywhere. That we won't talk about that. We will talk about the fact that Miss Astrid Winters has been reconstructed as a Mysteron, as has her car, still with the same great tunes on the radio. And now she's gone back to the castle to sneak into Scarlet's bedroom with glowing green eyes. Of course. Oh, I was going to say he's too quick for her, but no, he wasn't expecting that. Or that. Or that. He's not doing very well here, our boy.
I'm not here to kill you, Scarlet. I've come to save you. You and your planet.
Well, that's good, because you would have had him 3 times there.
Destiny.
Paul, what is it?
I had a bad dream.
Mysterons have evolved 100 millennia beyond the human race.
Oh.
To us, you're really nothing more than spores in a lab experiment.
Look, if you only came here to insult us, I can blow a hole in you right now.
Let her talk, Destiny.
I would
Destiny, put it down.
that, nevertheless, in some ways we still have similarities. We no longer have bodies, but we are still individuals. And some of us don't believe in this war.
Oh, I still remember the chill that went down my spine when I first heard that, and it's still there now, actually. That's just such one of those moments this show did where it just blows open the concept of the original series.
Minute. Less than that. Perhaps one day you could be a danger to us, but equally, perhaps you will learn to suppress your primitive instincts.
Our primitive instincts. You're the ones out to destroy us.
I told you, not all of us. But our voice is a whisper against the rage of the Mysteron consciousness. So I was sent here.
To do what?
To tell you how to defeat the Mysterons.
Oh. No one has yet raised the question of, hey, in coming here, did you murder Astrid Winters? Did you do that on purpose?
Method of defeat might take.
Did you kill one of our people? We might have some issues with that.
In person.
Anyway.
It's a trap. It has to be.
Destiny has returned to Skybase. Yeah, I got it right that time.
It's a fascinating prospect.
To share this information with Colonel White, Captain Blue, and in her first appearance, I believe, at least in broadcast order, Captain Ochre.
Opportunity to learn it.
She has offered us something as proof of good faith.
Oh, really? Like what?
Nice to see her at the top table, because she doesn't really get a proper introduction to the series as such. She's just suddenly there.
Destroy the planet's entire scientific elite in a single strike.
Yes, that's the latest Mysteron plan that Astrid has relayed.
Smokescreen, Colonel. The Mysterons wouldn't think twice about sacrificing an operation if it meant a chance to put a hole in Spectrum by killing you.
Yes.
What does Scarlet think about her? Does he think she's telling the truth?
He thinks we can't ignore her, and that she didn't want us to communicate with Skybase by radio in case the Mysterons intercepted the message. That's why I'm here. She thinks there's every chance the Mysterons will find out what she's doing and come after her. If they do, it could mean we lose the only chance we have to win this war.
On the plus side, I was looking at Lieutenant Green's board behind Destiny there, and for once it's not flashing engineering emergency, which it often does during scenes where no one's supposed to be looking at
See
it.
what happens in New York first.
We could be running out of time already. I can't hide from them forever. You hear that?
Hey, relax.
Ooh.
There are choppers flying here all the time, you know that. And this place is well guarded.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're about to see any evidence of those guards, because here come a couple of
We have to get out of here.
Mysteron attack helicopters. This is a wonderful scene. Again, it's wonderful that it shows the power of the Mysterons, as it influenced several times in the original series. Destiny went to Skybase to report, just in case they were monitoring communications. Ultimately, she could have used communications. The Mysterons still know where Astrid is. And now they've come for her. And these shots of the helicopters over the castle just dropping dozens of presumably Mysteronized troops in just this total black combat gear, with the only sign of life being the green Mysteron energies showing through the goggles. Oh, they look so intimidating.
Are you alright?
If they catch me, you can't imagine what they'll do to me.
They better not catch you then. Come on.
Yeah, I can't imagine what they'll do to you. So where are the Spectrum personnel who we've already seen at this base? What are they up to at the moment? Do they know that Astrid is dead? Have they all gone home for tea? Yeah, it's one of the side effects of a very short runtime for these episodes. Certain questions. Oh, those Mysterons look so cool marching down the corridor. And oh yes, that shot. Scarlet shoots one, and it falls backwards, and we see the green in its eyes gradually fade as it dies. Oh, so much good stuff here.
You think you can make it?
Sure.
Then let's go.
Yeah, we're just going to assume that everybody in this castle, all the Spectrum agents, are either dead or didn't turn up for work or whatever. We're going to abandon them either way, because we've got to get out of here. There's Mysterons about the place. Oh, Scarlet took a hit, and Astrid took down his shooter. The Mysterons aren't doing too well here.
Thanks.
This body still retains some of Astrid Winters.
Not too much, I hope.
Because I hated that woman. She was abominable, and I'm glad she's dead. What else are you supposed to read into that? Sort of like, oh, that was a human life that got snuffed out. I mean, no matter what you thought of her, and to be fair, she wasn't a monster. She was just a person doing her job. So it is quite surprising, the casual callousness almost of the way the human Astrid's death it goes almost unacknowledged, except for that little mention there. But we have to get on with the story. We've got potentially very big things on the go, and as Scarlet and Astrid race away in a rhino, Mysterons have taken another rhino. Again, it's a couple of these black-suited, green-eyed goons, and they're just brilliant. I think they only appear in this episode, but it's so wonderful, this idea that the Mysterons can just turn up en masse like that. What are we going to do? Oh, we're going to turn around and face them.
What are you doing?
Giving this guy the fright of his Mysteron life.
Oh. Again, we're so close on the Rhino here that you're not really focusing on the backgrounds as such anymore. It's just, oh, who's gonna blink first? Well, nobody. They just crashed head on. Mysteron flipped onto its back, and it's a bit Robot Wars there. Scarlet pushes the Mysteron Rhino into the river.
I'm Mysteron, but I'm not indestructible. Like you, Scarlet.
Now you tell me.
Good job I didn't engage the self-destruct mechanism.
Now what?
We walk.
So meanwhile, in New York, at the this is the World Science Conference, where the Mysterons say they're going to blow something up.
There's nothing here. We've been through the whole building, top to bottom to top again. If there was a bomb here, the locator would find it.
Ochre and Blue can't find anything.
By what?
The purification system.
Ah, of course. The thing that we happen to be looking at the moment we have this conversation.
Can you see it?
We got it.
Again, that was, what, 5 seconds? To go from where's the bomb to we found the bomb.
According to my readings, it's going to blow in 8 minutes. It's a complex double positive interface system. Even if we could get it out of there, there's no way I can defuse it in time.
Yay, Captain Ochre knows how to defuse bombs. She doesn't have the time to do it, so let's go to Blue's solution. Just rip the thing out with the helicopter. Fly it out over the bay.
Time to grab a takeout on the way.
And again, shots of New York here, much like what I was saying about the exteriors of Scotland. We're just seeing enough to convince us. If you look into the background, the horizon, it's not. It doesn't hold up quite that well. But oh,
What the?
Yep.
We've got company.
The Mysterons have goons everywhere, and now Blue and Ochre have got some on their tail. But again, both helicopters and the buildings that they're flying past are so gorgeously rendered here. Some nice attempts at traffic on the ground. It really does show how far this series had come by this point compared to the similar scene with the Sky Riders in Instrument of Destruction Part 2. Oh, we took out
Only
that
got 30 seconds.
Mysteron helicopter, and now we're flying out over the bay. We're gonna make it. Wow, only just. Whoa. Here's a very cool shot. Several very cool shots. As they slightly lose control of the helicopter and Blue wrestles it back and he just looks back at Ochre and winks and she smiles and it's like, okay, that's a good introduction to the character. If this is her introduction episode, and it really isn't, but never mind. More important things to discuss.
How's the arm?
Aside from the arm.
Live.
I know. But tell me, how do you survive, Scarlet?
The serious conversation music is playing.
Don't understand.
You're a Mysteron human hybrid, Scarlet. How do you live with that?
No, I'm human. The Mysterons messed with me once, but that's just history.
You're a human psyche. In a body the Mysterons built from retrometabolized matter. You're neither one species nor the other. But when this is over...
It's nice as well that they're having this conversation, and that puts the idea in Scarlet's head for the first time that he isn't fully human, which again pops up again in what was the next broadcast episode to this, Touch of the Reaper.
Stop it.
Oh, there's a goon, and there is Destiny the Goon Killer. She's taken out 2 of them. And here's an odd moment. Scarlet helps Astrid up. Destiny looks a bit jealous.
I got here just in time.
But I'm not sure that line reading is actually meant to reflect that. I mean, Destiny is always jealous about everything when it comes to Scarlet. But anyway, more important things are afoot again. As Scarlet lands a helicopter on a roof of a building where Astrid can meet Colonel White. Probably best to get inside quickly, though. You never know who might be hanging around. White's well protected, but Astrid is a bit exposed.
Miss Winters, I'm sorry about the circumstances, but I'm sure you'll understand why we don't meet on Skybase.
You still don't trust me.
You murdered one of my people.
Say.
Of course.
No one's mentioning that, though. Oh. Well, one character we haven't seen in the story yet has just turned up.
What is it, Astrid? Tell us.
Oh.
I can feel them. Don't let them get me, Scarlet. Don't let them.
And there she was, gone. But who fired that shot? And has now got a clear line of sight on Scarlet and White. Oh, there he is.
No, Scarlet. Not today. But one day. One day soon.
Oh, and there we go. On first broadcast, that was the mid-season or mid-series finale or whatever of New Captain Scarlet, and that's one of these episodes that kind of blows open the series a bit. The idea of the Mysteron rebels, this faction against the War of Nerves. It's a wonderful idea that I wish the series had had a proper chance to return to. But as it is, a very strong episode of New Captain Scarlet, wonderful ideas being played with here. Just wish we had more like this. Oh, more New Captain Scarlet, please.